Hey, this is Cassie, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout outs to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Hola, habla Cindy, está viendo Deportes TV.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So newly crowned WBC undefeated British lineal heavyweight world champion Tyson the Gypsy King Fury has some interesting things to say regarding his career. He was once quoted as stating that he had 3 fights left: the trilogy match with Deontay Wilder, former WBC reigning heavyweight champion rival foe, who he just collected the WBC belt from, and 2 fights with fellow countrymen, 2-time unified heavyweight world champion Anthony Joshua. He says he had a trilogy match with with Deontay Wilder, and 2 fights with Anthony Joshua, and then he was calling it a career. Now Tyson Fury is changing his tune. He stated that he's got at least 9 more fights. He stated that he has other fish to fry in these young up-and-coming heavyweights. He says he wants to clean out the entire division in its entirety, including these young, hungry, upcoming heavyweight contenders. He highlighted 2, to be exact, in undefeated 22-year-old, 14-0, 13 by way of knockout, Daniel Dubois, who's a fellow countryman of his, who stands 6'5", 240 to 250 pounds, who's scheduled to face off against another fellow British up-and-coming undefeated heavyweight, who he made mention of, but not to the degree he did with Daniel Dubois, and Efe Ajagba, 13-0, 11 by way of knockout, 26 years of age, stands 6'6", weighs 240 pounds, with an 85-inch arm reach. They're both undefeated. They both are knockout artists. So Tyson Fury highlighted them. He said that he definitely wants to add Joe Joyce to the resume, but he doesn't think that Joe Joyce is going to get past Daniel Dubois. So he stated that he believes that Efe Ajagba and Daniel Dubois are going to replace the top 3, Joshua himself and Wilder, as the face of the heavyweight division. So he wants to get them immediately. Then he stated that he also wants to get Dillian Whyte, because Dillian Whyte has been talking a lot. But as far as these young heavyweight contenders that look the part and are knockout artists, he says he wants to compete against them, and he wants to batter them. So he mainly highlighted, like I stated, Daniel Dubois and Efe Ajagba, as they're carrying a lot of hype around them. And so Tyson Fury says, should he get past Deontay Wilder in the trilogy match, and he says he's definitely going to batter 2-time fellow countryman, unified heavyweight champ Anthony Joshua. He says, after I get these 3 fights out the way, I'm going directly for Daniel Dubois and Efe Ajagba. And if Joe Joyce is still around, because he's older, he says if Joe Joyce is still around, then he's definitely going to go for a bout with Joe Joyce. But he don't believe that Joe Joyce is going to be successful against Daniel Dubois. He stated, but, Joe Joyce is 10-0, 9 by way of knockout, but he's 34 years old. He's 6'6". He has an 80-inch arm reach, but he's 34 years old already. So he's on the wrong side of 30 to be this early in his career. And his career's on the fast track. But I don't believe, like Tyson Fury, I don't think he's going to get past Daniel Dubois. So I think Daniel Dubois is going to derail Joe Joyce's career. And Joe Joyce is he can't afford to start over. And then he made mention of Dillian Whyte, simply because he said Dillian Whyte just keeps talking and he just wants to batter Dillian Whyte for the mere fact that he just keeps running his mouth. But he made a serious mention of Daniel Dubois and Efe Ajagba, which I find interesting, is that these 2 guys are reminiscent of Wilder and Joshua, right? Daniel Dubois comes across as Anthony Joshua, and Efe Ajagba comes across as Deontay Wilder. They resemble one another, right? So oddly enough, he's saying that he's going to beat Deontay Wilder in the trilogy, get Anthony Joshua, batter Anthony Joshua 2 fights. He says it's got to be 2 fights because after the first fight, he's definitely going to want a rematch. He says then he's going for Efe Ajagba and Daniel Dubois. I think that Tyson Fury, if he don't somehow fall off a cliff, and if he is to get past Wilder and Joshua, his style, I think, would give them both a lot of trouble because they're not the fastest heavyweights in the world. Actually, Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua, I believe, are quicker than both of them. And I believe that he gets, Joshua and Wilder has similar power. Wilder definitely has more power than Efe Ajagba and Daniel Dubois. And I think that they have about the same amount of power as Anthony Joshua, the two of them. So it's nothing Tyson Fury hasn't seen. And I think that Anthony Joshua just has a higher ring generalship than both guys at the moment. They're both very, very young. Deontay Wilder definitely is more athletic and quicker than him. So it's nothing he hadn't seen. And I think that their ceiling is Wilder and Joshua. So he gets past Wilder and Joshua, the original versions. I believe their ceilings is Wilder and Joshua. So it's almost a repeat of the cycle for Tyson Fury. He's seen it before. He's seen this movie before. And getting them at a young age also, allows him to have the experience advantage over them as well. So I think Tyson Fury will beat both of them. So let's see how this all plays out. And I definitely favor him to beat Dillian White and Joe Joyce, hands down. So let's see how this all plays out. Tyson Fury, his decisions go with the wind. Today he could say something, tomorrow he could say something else. So he's saying this now. Just a few months ago, he was saying that he had 3 fights left in his career. Now he's stating that he has 9 fights. So let's see how this all plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Hey, this is Jasmine. Thank you for watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Hola, soy Jasmine. Gracias por ver Sangre Azul Deportes TV. Gracias.